Hey everybody. Oh my gosh, I lost a subscriber. Why'd you leave me? Is it because I wasn't posting every day? I was sick. Baby, come back. Ooh. No, I'm just playing. All right, my strong 15. It is Thursday. Thursday. Yes, 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 yes. I want to talk about something that I admittedly have not did a lot of research on, but I wanted to talk about it because it's fresh in my mind. And I feel like if I don't, I would forget. So summer passed, right? And quite a few of my social media friends go to Jamaica. Very popular destination spot. And they went to Jamaica and we see pictures of them. A few of them have homes out there or they're building a home. We see that. But guess what I didn't see? And I didn't realize I didn't see this until I watched the Star Report. Ain't nobody took no pictures on no beaches. So I thought maybe it's preference. A lot of people don't like the beach. They don't like sand. They don't like the beach. But then the Star Report comes out and does a video about Jamaicans can't access their beaches. So I watch a few minutes of the video and I go back to these people page and I'm going through the pictures. No beach pictures. Pool, yes. Resort, pool, and if they stayed at a resort, they was at a beach. I saw that. If you stayed at what is the one, Sandals or whatever, if you stayed at a resort or you stayed at a hotel, you went to the beach. I saw that. But if you just went to Jamaica and you didn't stay at no hotel room because you got family there or you got a house there, I did not see any beach pictures. So apparently the natives, the native islanders, the Jamaicans, there's about 75 beaches. They don't have access to those beaches. Okay, so I watch the video and I do research more and more and whatever. And the Chinese are a big thing in there, right? We'll get to the Chinese in a second. But this thing about the beaches is not new. Been since the 50s or the 60s. So the question that Star had was, is Jamaica still a plantation island? Although they're independent. So not for nothing, I have a Caribbean background, my mother's side of the family, and half of my father's side of the family. My grandfather was from Jamaica on my father's side. And both of my mother's parents are from the islands, by way of Trinidad and all of those islands, right? We even got some Haiti. Somebody went to Trinidad, went to Haiti, made a whole bunch of babies, and made money with a shuttle. A lot of money. But anyway, we're island people, right? I'm only a quarter FBA for my paternal grandmother. But anyway, we're island people. But let's be clear. Go ahead. Let's be clear. Jamaica is the reason why us laymen's here in America even know about the Caribbean. Jamaica is what put Caribbean people on the map. Facts. Facts. The Jamaicans came with the music, they came with the food, they came with Bob Marley. Hell, they came with the dreadlocks. They came, well, we don't call them dreadlocks no more because that was a colonial term, but the locks, right? They had the locks, but at that back then they were called dreadlocks, right? But anyway, they came with that culture and all that, and the music played a big part in it, right? Jamaicans put Caribbean people on the map. Then you had the Trinidadians with the calypso and everything, but they didn't break out like Jamaicans did. The Haitians came and they were terrorized when they came here, okay? Anybody remember HBO? Haitian Booty Scratcher? Haitian Body Odor was HBO? Yes. Okay, the Haitians came here. They put 1,000 clips in their little girl's hair, and all them clips. Okay, they would dress the girls going to public school like they was going to fifth Sunday at church. Very hard for them. Now Haitians in Florida, shit. Okay, now it's cool to be Haitian, but Jason Derulo and all that, but back at Wycliffe back then, no, it was not cool to be Haitian. You came in here with your poor. You were terrorized, at least in Brooklyn. Okay. So anyway, Jamaicans were the it as far as the Caribbean people, at least in my era growing up in the 90s. So I now the Chinese are here with control, or they've been there. Sorry, they've been there. Chinese been in Jamaica. Let's be clear, been in Jamaica. But what's happening now is the land situation. So Jamaica has been borrowing billions of dollars from the IMF, International Monetary Fund. If I'm wrong, the correct will be in the. I'm driving and I don't have my paper, but Jamaica borrowed billions of yen. A lot of money has been borrowed from the IMF. Jamaica has made agreements with the Chinese as far as you can have control of this highway and take the revenue from this highway if you build it, and yada, yada, yada. And the Chinese are like, yeah, we'll do that for you, but what about this land here and what about this land there? Chinese are the new colonizers, not the white. They are the new colonizers. They are the virus that you let one, they will spread and multiply and consume the whole thing till it's over. They've been doing that in the weaker, financially and governmental weaker African countries. Now, I'll give you this. When I was going to school and we had new immigrants from the Caribbean, they surpassed us educational wise. My cousin spent a few years in Trinidad. When she came back, they tried to put her in the grade she was supposed to be in. She was years past doing that work. Way advanced. The stuff that we were doing in college, they were doing in high school. They were always years ahead of us as far as the educational system. Now, if you go there now, I watched the video, these people can't even read. Their educational system sucks, and that is not by anything but design. That is purposeful. That is purposeful. I would always come and trust me, you could tell an uppity educated Jamaican. Okay, they would talk in that Caribbean accent, but the Queen's English at the same time. Okay, ain't nothing like a bougie, educated, uppity Jamaican woman that's living in America, and who would be quick to tell you about yourself and how much better of a person she is. But it was a fact. Now it's not. No, it's not. And it's not because they're stupid, or it's by design. You know, education is power. So we don't want to give these people power, because you need land to vote, and 20% of all the land in Jamaica has no title. These people don't have no title. They've been on it for generation upon generation upon generation. Or they're selling it and getting it and not knowing the value of their land and just taking the coins thinking it's a good deal and selling it to the Chinese. So the topic isn't to rake Jamaica over the coals. I'm just using them as an example. But, you know, you got other countries, Barbados, St. Kitts, St. Croix, St. Thomas. The beaches are public. It's for the people, them. They're not held by any resort. They're not owned by anybody. But is there a crabs in the barrel mentality going on to Jamaica is the reason why they are in the situation they are in, because the prime minister don't want the people to succeed. The people, them, don't want their neighbors to succeed. It's crab in the barrel mentality. That's what they did to black people in slavery. The only difference is we've had 200 years to correct that and adjust. Yes, we had Jim Crow. Now, we didn't have all 200 years, but we put, you know, slavery is over, but was it really over? You had indentured service. You had people that tried to start farms and everything, that borrowed money and all that and was working for free. It was still a level of slavery. It's only now that I get to drive this overly priced, expensive car and go into any store freely and buy the same thing that a white woman could buy. That's now in 2023. That's just recently happened. Like, my mother, as a grown woman in the 70s, could not get a credit card without her husband. Without a husband. So she had to wait until it was legal in the late 70s to go get a credit card. And I remember when my mama, like when I was growing up, my mama had a credit card. When you put it on the thing, they would take that carbon paper, go and make a copy and all that, and the papers. Yeah, I'm old, right? So yes, Jamaica is free from colonialism, but they're held bound by the debt, and I think they might be in a worse situation than they are now, because that's the same thing that went with Haiti. When Haiti got their independence, they made some very bad business deals with their oppressors, and it's 100 years. How much more time is left? That's why they're so goddamn poor. But and even like somebody said, like the rules, like there's only like 2 peddlers allowed on the beach at a time. Like it's very much not for the people. The people that live there. I don't know. Do you guys have any insight on Jamaica? I just noticed that I don't really see any beach pictures of families that go there that have ties to Jamaica. Now, when my white coworkers go to Jamaica, they get their hair braided, they on the beach. That's different. But the black Caribbean, Jamaican co-workers who have ties in Jamaica, who have mothers and aunts and sisters and nieces and nephews and homes over there, I don't see them on the beach. Mm. So now it's not about race anymore. Now it's about money. I might, I enjoy the perks of capitalism, right? Because I take full advantage of it. I like money. I like the power that money brings. I like the security that money brings. And if you don't like it, then you're fucking lying. You're lying. Everybody loves money, loves it, not because of the access that it brings and all of this stuff. So, but I do not step on anybody's toes or marginalize anybody, or we're drowning. I'm gonna push your head down so I could go up to get that money. No, I don't do that. But and I feel that's what's happening to Jamaica. You got all these outside influences that are laying the bodies for the foundation on the natives of the island while they prosper and the natives are being pushed into obscurity. That's a problem. And I feel like they have, throughout the decades, like idiocracy, they have purposefully kept them uneducated, blind, gave them a crabs in a barrel mentality so they could eat each other alive at the bottom. And while other outside influences can use their money and their power to pretty much steal from them. And this is reminiscent in African countries. I think I did a video. I don't know, I've done so many videos. If not, I'm going to look back, but I'm definitely going to do a video of the country that found all that diamonds or gold and was going to bid it out to the highest seller. Like they were going to sell it. And then I said, you dummy, China's going to come in there and take it from you. You're going to take it from you. Ain't nobody going to buy that from you. You don't have an army strong enough. You should have kept it to yourself and kept your mouth shut. But it said you put it on the auction block for the highest bidder. And they will do everything in they power to take it from you because you're weak. You're weak. I'm strong. You're little. I'm big. That's what it is. So I had to do a little bit more research because did we let Jamaica fall through the cracks? Were we so blinded? Did all the good ones leave? Because the educated ones, the smart ones, the ones for potential, they left Jamaica. They went to England, they went to America, they went to Canada. They left. They left. They got their degrees. They became your nurses, your doctors, your lawyers. They succeeded. And they'll send you some barrels of Irish Spring soap and stuff back home in your barrels here and there, but they didn't come back. They didn't take that education that they learned overseas and come back to Jamaica to make it better. They stayed where they were at. Realize that. Oh, I love Jamaica this, and they raised their flags, but you were born there, you came here, you got educated here, you made some money here, but you stay here, and you're only going to go back once you retire. And you send a little couple $100 back home, and you send some barrels back home, but you're doing nothing to improve the government, which I heard is shit. You don't do anything to improve the government. You don't do anything. You don't provide social services besides some GoFundMe's here and there to the little poor kids that you saw when you went back there. But you go back to your upper middle class life, but you're not giving that up. Not giving that up, and you're not going back home because you're not dumb. You realize that Jamaica is not a place that you want to give up America for your children, your livelihood, your quality of life. You won't. You want to go there when you retire because you don't have to work. You don't have to struggle for money. You'll take your pension. You'll take your pension up here. And if you have a state pension, you got to be home here for 6 months. Right? So you're going to fly back and forth and do your time here just so you can keep that pension going because you ain't no dummy. And you're going to, go back and you're going to enjoy your life and you're just going to fly back and forth. And that's what you should do. I'm not shading you. But, where's the country pride? The country pride is a mirage. You are happy you are from there because of the culture, the experiences, the sexiness of it all. Because it's sexy to be exotical in America. Okay? I've heard black people say, I'm not black, I'm Indian. And all this. Everybody wants to be everything else except for black. Right? Caribbean people don't want to be seen as black. I'm not African American, I'm Jamaican. That's what I've heard. And I go, Jamaican is a country. What is your ethnicity? What is your race? I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Dominican. I know black. I'm Dominican. Dominican Republic is a country. What are you, sir? I Dominican. I'm Jamaican. I'm Trinidadian. I'm Coolie. Coolie is derogatory, but y'all rather call yourselves Coolie than call yourselves black. Ain't that shit? Coolie is like mulatto for y'all who don't know. Coolie is when you breed with the Indians. It is derogatory. But y'all be, oh, he Coolie. Look at his hair. He's so curly. Coolie. He's a mutt. She's a mutt. Anything but black. Because black is bad here. Black is associated with poverty and the struggle, and nobody wants to be associated with the struggle. That's stupid. So y'all wave y'all Caribbean flags, but you haven't been back in 25 years. And most of you will never go back. Same with the Puerto Ricans. I'm not just shading the Jamaicans and the Trinidad. Puerto Rican. Y'all be waving the flag, ain't go back since you went there for the summer to spend time with your grandmother in 1993. You ain't been back. And when we talk about going back, no, you can't go back. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. They robbing people at red lights. And I know firsthand, I took my 4-month-olds to Puerto Rico so they could be introduced to their father's side of the family. When I was renting a car, the car rental man told me, do not stop at red lights at night. Go through the red lights. He said, "No, you're not going to get a ticket. Do not stop at a red light. Go through it. Look, make sure it's safe and go through. Don't stop." He said it in Spanish when I was getting the car. I said, "Sorry, I don't understand Spanish." He spoke English. He said, don't go through red lights. You got these. Don't stop at red lights. You got these babies. Because what they do is You're at the red light, you're waiting, they come up and carjack you. And they know what the rental cars look like. Somehow they could just spot a rental car and just know that you're not from here. Know that you're a visitor. Know that you're money. Know that you're lit. How many Puerto Ricans listening to this go back to Puerto Rico actively to stimulate that economy? Y'all don't. Y'all don't. Y'all not in political stuff. At least Wycliffe tried to be in the politics of Haiti. He tried. At least he tried. I'm not saying you're going to be successful, but at least try. No, but y'all wave that flag. Y'all go to that parade. But y'all know the country is third worldish. What they said, that shithole country. You know that it has changed. You know that finance have played a part of it. Puerto Rico is a commonwealth. They don't get federal money. They're extremely poor. They couldn't pay their teachers. Remember a few years ago? They could not pay the teachers. And 45 was over there when the hurricane came, was throwing paper towel at them. I know I'm not the only one that sees this. And I'm not no dummy. If I was from them countries too, I would wave that flag and absorb all that country from the comforts of America. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Mm. Money is now the new thing. Used to be discriminated against. Well, you probably still are discriminated against because of you probably still discriminated against because of shit. Hold on. She told us to park here. We probably out here still being discriminated against skin color and everything, but I think now it's more prevalent. It's class because we've been breeding with each other. So now it's class and money. Anyway, happy Thursday, y'all. Till next time. Bye.